So I took the plans out of the box, took all the wood out, took a look at what I had. And because I like to use the plan and pin to it and maybe cut it up into sections, but I wanted to keep the original, I took the plan down to Staples and had them copy it. They can copy that size plan. And I took all the parts out and matched them up to the plan. Now, when I took it down to Staples, the copy is it's a little bit bigger. The scale is not exactly 100%. So I end up off on the edge here and off on the front edge here. I'm just not quite lined up with what's on the paper. I'll just have to keep that in mind, especially when I'm building the wing. But I took all the parts out and I realized right away that these parts weren't labeled. So I took them and I labeled them as best I could just by their shape. Some of them I couldn't seem to find, but then I didn't realize that right in the plans, they have a guide here that tells me what those parts are, and it's labeled that way. So I took a pencil to label them, which is what I wanted to use. Anytime I write on the wood, I use a pencil because it sands out easier than using a ballpoint pen, which tends to indent into the wood, and kind of, you really have to, that mark is kind of there forever. So anyway, I've got all my parts out now for the fuselage. I decided to do that first rather than doing the wing first. I always do the wings first, so this time just trying to be a little bit different. So I got my parts all laid out, and now I'm going to go back to that instruction book and see what it says to try to put them together. Now this has got parts here for the front end is set up for, you know, a glow or a nitro engine, and I'm going to convert this to electric. So I'm going to have to figure out some form of mounting box for it, but there's plenty out there. This is a 40 size model, so there's a 40 size engine or 40 size motor out there. There's plenty of them out there, so it's not like it's a big deal. Just something I'm going to convert it to.